tragedy of the suspended but still operational Monday sit-at-home in the southeast is that the indigenous people of Biafra, the organization that initiated it, has not only suspended it but has equally gone ahead to denounce and issue several threats against the terrorists still killing and maiming innocent Igbos and burning their cars and shops over the sit-at-home order. Yet, the enforcers are still not relenting in their acts of terror. This here is the scariest part of this whole thing. The realization that even IPOP appears to have lost control of the streets. I mean, from the one the Southeast governors were never in charge of even their own government houses. To be fair, they no longer pretend about this. On Mondays, they hide in their government houses for obvious reasons. Even their shopping malls, warehouses, and filling stations don't open for business. The security agencies were never in charge of the Southeast. Their modest efforts at curbing the current security challenges notwithstanding. Truth is, since after the NSAS protest, which criminals hid under to attack and burn police stations and steal their weapons, which have been used to wreak havoc on them in recent past, the morale of the security agencies in the southeast has been hugely depleted. Most police checkpoints are actually deserted on Mondays, like say then two follow, they observe the first sit at home. Most Philistine checkpoints as well. So, in essence, on Mondays, the Southeast is not controlled by any governor or politician, and certainly not by the security agencies nor IPOB, whose several threats against the sit at home enforcers have been resoundingly ignored. Every Monday, the region is firmly in the hands of criminals, bandits, and terrorists who can target anyone, burn any shop or car, and take any life in the name of enforcing a sit at home already suspended by the initiators. The implication is that in the unlikely event that the Abuja High Court decides to give the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu an extraordinary speedy trial by fixing the case every workday, seeing as he was extraordinarily renditioned, the entire Southeast will be known or will be on lockdown every workday throughout the duration of the trial. No students will be able to go to school, no business will be opened, not even health emergency will be attended to, and the so-called leaders we elected and are paying outrageous salaries and allowances we pretend like it is just a phase. The security agencies, whose primary job is the protection of lives and property, we just look on. IPOB, the group that promised us freedom, the group that introduced the sit-at-home and its violent enforcement, will be unable to do anything. Giving a cup of water to the monkey has never been a problem. Retrieving the cup where the problem, that is where the problem lies. I guess IPOB has now seen that it is far easier to start a fire than it is to quench it. Quick, frankly, Ndigbo need to go inside and summon themselves to a meeting. Outsiders have done us so much harm, but whatever harm we have suffered from outsiders places into significance when placed side by side with the unhealable wounds we have inflicted on ourselves. The effect of this current demon we summoned, but which we can no longer now dismiss, will be felt for generations to come. Eventually, we will see the full impact of the interruption in the academic calendar of our school kids. We will feel the impact of the disruption in our businesses and daily jobs, and in no distant time, we will start feeling the impact of the normalization of crimes and clear acts of terrorism. A society that has lost its capacity for introspection is a society that is headed for Golgotha. A shame, isn't it? Yeah. Well, this article is coming from Charles Ogbu. Charles Ogbu is asking who really is in charge of the Southeast, and it's a pertinent question that he has asked. Charles Ogbu asking who really is in charge of the Southeast, because it is unfortunate. Like he said, starting a fire is not even the issue, but how to quench it is where the issue comes in. And like I've said, the manner at which IPOB has been releasing, declaring, making statements and all of that, they have really learned, because the so-called whosoever, they really latched on that. And this so-called sit-at-home order, see what is happening. They have come out several times to say no, they are not the ones enforcing this. In the even council, it was not even long when they made that declaration that there will be sit at home, and when they begin to look at the old thing and all of that, they had to suspend it. But some people have already used that to grab the opportunity and using it, and nobody wants to believe that they are not the ones, despite their denial, despite their distance, despite them distancing themselves from the other. They said no, la, it is you people. It's unfortunate, but if you look at it thoroughly, they are not the ones, just like the man is asking. And the people that we pay heavily, even not even in Southeast, generally the governors, the president, all the politicians holding one position in one way or the other, they are paid heavily, especially the senator, the lawmakers. They are all paid heavily. But at the end of the day, can we see the result of what we are paying? We are paying so much, and see where the country is. All of them are paid heavily. Onto what? Onto beautiful nonsense. What can Nigerians do? And the problems we have in this country, very tiny problem, but they have magnified it to the extent that they don't want to go to the right direction, the right channel to solve this problem. Everybody will come out and profile solution, profile solution. Then who is going to take lead? Well, the majority Igbos which stand for Biafra Republic of Southeast within disintegrated republics of this territory, natives are in charge of Igbo land. That is the answer to the question of Charles Ogbu by this person. My brother, thanks a lot for these wonderful articles. You wrote my mind. I spent 3 weeks in the East during the past Christmas and New Year holidays, all in fears on daily basis for 3 weeks. You have said it, or destroying ourselves, we never translate to freedom. Rather, we are heading to more confusion and bondage. No, some people are just using that as an excuse. Honestly, it's not because of what the people are demanding. It is not out of place. What the Biafra, the IPOP, or whatever, what they are demanding is not out of place, because people, it's just like now they are making protest a taboo now. They will tell you, oh, if people go out and protest, we don't want people to protest because hoodlums will hijack it. The same way, then because of that, people should not ask of seek for good governance. People should not ask, oh, the same way they will tell you, don't go and protest because these people will hijack it. They will hijack it. Is that how we are going to believe in? No, that is not the truth. Asking for referendum, asking for a breakup, it is not out of place. Let things be fixed, but it's a lie. So, guys, that's it. So, let's hear your opinion concerning what this man has said, who is really in charge of Southeast.